Give it up, give it up, give it up for Haneefah.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Okay. Good afternoon. That was a very high bar to follow. So thank you so much to the hosts, to the organizers. I'm Haneefah, and I'm going to be talking about a little bit about my stories and then some tips. So if you know something about the Three Little Pigs story from when we were young, one built its house with straws, one built its house with wood, and then with bricks. But then when the wolf came huffing and puffing, the straw houses and then the wooden houses got, destroyed. So I'm going to be talking about building a wolf-proof career. Literally build your career with bricks, if it's possible. A little bit about me. I work at Ingressive for Good. Anybody that knows Ingressive for Good here? Reach out to me. I got swags for y'all. I do programs and community manager. I'm a global award-winning community professional. I co-started the first tech community at my alma mater at LASU. And I recently started a community for community managers in Africa called Community for Africa. Thank you. So there are two parts to it. There's one before the job, and then one during the job. So I said a 5-year journey, but it actually took me 3 years, 4 months to become a manager at where I work. So the first thing is learn and fail at it. If I go through my whole entire history, I started C++ and C# when I was 11 years old. And then I failed at it. It wasn't until my 3rd year, 4th year, final year in school when I went into front end, I did back end, I did Python, I did data science, I did cargo competitions, I was a part of Data Science Nigeria, and I even did physical computing with Raspberry Pi. And that was when I started, when we co-started the community at my school then. But trust me, I failed at everything. But without them, I won't be here where I am now. The second part is volunteer, care for the community. And I'm like the #1 cheerleader for community. You won't be here without you being a member of the community or you being told by somebody that is a member of the community that you have to attend this event, right? So that's why you need to volunteer, care for the community, be a part of the community, contribute, help others, add value. And here, this is a picture of our first meetup in school. And we were like literally just 2 to 3 females. And it was, pretty cool, pretty interesting. Then third, work for value. Don't work for free. A lot of people say that you should go ahead and go to companies, tell them that you want to work, that you won't collect any money. But the truth is, you should tell them that you want to work for value. When I started as an intern at Ingressive for Good, this same hall was the hall where I did my, second interview. And that was when Ingressive was having a TMS event, similar to OSCAFEST as well. And it was on my birthday in October. The following month in November was when I started as an intern at Ingressive. And that was how the journey started. So work for value, don't work for free. TMS, just like I said, Adewale, if you see him on the left, he was my manager at the time. And he was the community advocate at Ingressive at the time. Okay, we're just going to take the picture away from here now. Now for the second part, on the job, now this is where it starts to get tougher. Again, if you remember from the first part, the #1 there was like you should learn, and then you should fail at it, right? Are you with me? Yes. Thank you. Wow, thank you. So the first part here would be to keep learning and then implement immediately. At the time, I think one of those things that I did or I didn't do properly was that I was learning, but I wasn't implementing. So it started to become, compilation of a lot of things that I know, but I wasn't necessarily implementing. But on the job, you need to learn, and then you need to implement. This picture I took like a few days ago with a couple of books that I just got. And that's because I'm an avid reader, I'm an avid learner, and it's something that has really helped me. When I was working at Ingressive, Adewale left at some point, and then I had to move up like really fast. I became a community support. I was like speaking with the communities. I was handling the ambassador program. I was answering emails and all that. And then it made me learn, a lot much faster, which was, I think, is an opportunity for me that a lot of people would have complained about. So learn and then implement immediately. Then the second part will be have an IO, Ace, Blessing, and Sean. These were my bosses at work and currently still my bosses. That's Ayo. Ayo was the person that interviewed me and onboarded me. It was really amazing because he told me the kind of courses to do, right? Like personal development courses. Do this course, put it on your LinkedIn account. He had conversations about me with Maya, right? The founder of Ingressive at the time, that Haneefah is doing better. She needs to move up from an intern to a community support. Have an IO. Yes, Adewale was the person I was working directly with. And it was one that would pull me into meetings and ask me about what was my thoughts or what do I think about the conversation during meeting. Those are the kind of people that you should, Obviously, I would say I'm a little bit lucky, but if you find yourself, in that kind of position, don't lose it. Always connect and keep that kind of relationship. Then Sean and Blessing, they're currently co-founders at Ingressive for Good. Ingressive for Good just launched in 2020. And it's been pretty hard, but interesting as well. Sean will call me #YBJ, meaning Young Boss Junior. And then last year, it changed to #YB, Young Boss, no more Junior. So, and then Blessing. If anybody that knows Blessing will know Blessing Abeng, she'll carry your matter for head if she really likes you. And again, I think it's because of the kind of work that I've been able to do. When they see you work, they cheer for you. They're like your biggest cheerleaders. Thank you. And I think this is the final one. Do the work and then talk about it shamelessly. This is where I'm at right now. And this is where I think I want everybody else to kind of learn. Do the work, and it's not just enough to do the work. Everybody I talk to will be like, Haneefah, you're doing a lot. Talk about what you're doing. And I think I started on Twitter, trying my best to do that. Talking about what I do and sharing my knowledge. And I think one of the mindsets I'm putting into it is that I have a lot to give, the same way I have a lot to learn as well. And I think that's an opportunity for everybody else to also follow me in that journey. So do the work and talk about it shamelessly. This was the award that I won in January. It's a global award. Thank you. As the nonprofit community professional of the year, and it was because of the amazing over 100,000 community members in our community. So I love you all. Thank you.